Hello and welcome to another What's Inside. This time we're looking at Parchessi, the Royal Game of India. This is put out by Selchow Righter Games. I'm sure I butchered that name. This is an older copy. It's number 110 of their line. 2 to 4 players, ages 6 to adult. I didn't see a copyright notice on the sides or back. So we'll have to look at the inside to see. Oh, 1975. Ha, it's right there. So this is the 75 edition. Now there's not a lot to this game, so let's just dive right in and see what we've got here. The instructions are on the inside of the lid, so you will need to have the box, or at least the lid, in order to play this version of the game. Now, Parchessi is pretty much a standardized game, but you know how it goes. Alright, so here's the board. It's actually a really nice quality board. Of course, you'll want to check the seam. There's no coating on here, so you can see it's a little faded. But it's in really nice condition. I do like this design here. That's really cool. It's makes it look a little retro. It actually looks like it's from the 50s as opposed to the 70s. But if you take a look at the way the ink pattern is, it's dots, like old comic books. So you can kind of date it that way. So yeah, pretty sweet looking little board. Real nice quality. It's held up very well since the 70s. And then we've got our pieces over here. This is just an insert. Nothing particularly special. Got them in a Ziploc baggie. And then we've got the 2 rollers. So let's take a closer look at these. Okay, so we have 4 colors. We have blue, green, yellow, and red. And these are wooden pieces. It's kind of hard to see on these, but they are wooden, and they have a little circular design on them. It's the same on both sides. But the fact they're wooden means that sometimes they are broken or missing. They're fairly easy to lose, actually. They're very small. But you can replace these. I have seen them around. I don't know if you can find them in wood, but I'm sure you can if you look hard enough or are patient. There's usually replacement pieces for games of this period. And these are pretty standard types of pieces that you would find. They're really nice, actually. They've held up very, very well. This is 2 6-sided dice. They have rounded corners. These are actually really nice D6s. They're smaller than your average board game pieces, but they roll really well, and they're great for younger players because of smaller hands, so you don't have to worry about that. But these are really nice 6-siders. As far as the rolling tubes, these are just cardboard. They're glorified toilet paper tubes, and they have a paper bottom too, which is kind of sealed in there. So these are not anything particularly fancy. They probably will be missing or destroyed, or at least damaged, because they are pretty easy to break. They were probably very sturdy at their time, and they still feel kind of sturdy, but one step is all it's going to take to ruin these. Or some liquid, because they will soil pretty easily. But they have a nice design, nice texture. They have that retro look that's really cool. So if you can find these with the game, these are really nice additions to have to really kind of round out the retro look of the game. So there's not a lot of pieces to the game. Like I said, you get 4 pieces of each color, and there's 4 colors. You get the 2 6-sided dice, you've got the game board, and the 2 rolling tubes. That's really all there is to it. You just need to make sure that everything is there. It's pretty easy to account for all of these, and of course the rules sheet. So like I said, there's not a lot to the game, but I really like this edition. It's really nice quality. For its time, it was definitely pretty top-notch. I like the board design. I think it's a really nice set. And if you get a chance to pick this version up, I would go with it, because I like the wooden pieces a little better than the plastic, especially from the 70s. The plastic in the 70s was garbage. And this is just a nice set. It's built to last. Even the rollers, which aren't top of the line for today's standards, but they were pretty nice for the cardboard that they are for the 70s. So I like this one. I think it's a really nice game. So I would recommend this version if you come across it. It's a fairly popular game at the time, so there's probably a lot of these floating around, but I would definitely recommend this version of it if you're going to have Parchessi in your game collection. That being said, we've seen what's in the box. You've heard my take on it. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing so you don't miss future unboxings and reviews. If you want to help the channel in other ways, links are in the description and on the About page. If you like comics, check out my Bad Comic Reviews channel. Otherwise, thank you so much, as always, for watching, and we hope to see you on the next one.